Today, from Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Super Bowl 50 rematch, Broncos, Panthers. Up next.
As we'll see Russell Wilson and the Denver Broncos taking on Sam Darnold and the Carolina Panthers.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. Had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
And off we go from Denver. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. Commanding the offense will be the highly touted USC product, Sam Darnold.
And the thing with Sam Darnold is we know the skill set is there. May not be the most mobile or strongest arm quarterback in the league, but usually plays with really good poise, and at his best, like a point guard in basketball, able to move around and distribute the rock.
On first down, Darnold steps away. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field. And really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Now a man whose father won 2 rings as a Bronco. It's Christian McCaffrey. Room here to run. And he's taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll run with McCaffrey. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. On second down, McCaffrey. They find some open field here. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, 38 yards. And the Panthers are on the board here first in the season opener. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with a missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Oh, mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds.
And that That drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. He'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. This is intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 6-0 our score after one. After the interception, here's Darnold, forced out to his left. He's got the first down here inside the 30.
7.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. Darnold on first down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Steps away to his left. Oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw.
Touchdown, Panthers. Juju Smith-Schuster, 29 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Point after try forthcoming. It's no good. For the second time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing is Wilson. Dancing to his left.
Oh, no.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Well.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had a little teammate who was able to get it.
Russell Wilson's looking like trash on the Broncos right now.
He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he will bring this one back. It's a big 6 for a Panther touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is shoving onto the field as they'll go for 2. They're going to throw for the 2 with Darnold. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So that one will be accepted. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now it's Wilson.
What?
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he's giving his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Oh, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Russell Wilson looking like trash on
Line
Denver.
of scrimmage, the 31 now
What's
on
going
1st
on?
and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. Being chased out left. Finding room to the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
And
But he is not going to make it into the end zone. They stop him short, so they'll add only 6 as we come up on halftime.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
that's it.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. And the kicker commits the kicker's cardinal sin. He kicks it out of bounds. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. And out of bounds there on the kick. This to Jacobs on the toss right. Oh, breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And his first carry, he loses the football. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Running the toss here to Jacobs. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Buying time to his left. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
The Broncos send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Darnold. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And Darnold wants to throw the football. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there for Carolina.
Even with a big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on on second down. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Only needing 2 yards on second down. Now Donald. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Carolina finally got a win versus Denver, revenge on the Super Bowl. But it wasn't even that close. Russell Wilson had a terrible first game in the Broncos. Hopefully he can do better after this. Panthers just dominated this one, and it wasn't even close. That's all I'm going to say about this one. Thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.